Hey, 7th graders, welcome to Wednesday's lesson on Module 5. We are moving right along. We're going to be looking at variable expressions for markups and markdowns. Recall yesterday that we talked about the two different methods for markups and markdowns. You can either take the original and add or subtract the discount or markup amount of the original, or you can take 100 and subtract the discount percent and then find the percent of the original, or 100% and add the markup percent of the original. That is something that we use to help us when we don't know the price of something. We're switching gears into algebra pretty soon, so we need to know what to do when we have a variable expression, meaning we don't know what the price is. David bought a Blackhawks jersey for X dollars. We're going to consider this Blackhawks jersey the original price. So we don't really know what it is, so we're just going to label it with a variable P. He marks up that original price by 40% and resells it. Write two different expressions to represent the markup price. Okay, we don't know what the price is, but we know that if it's being marked up, we're going to want to resell it for not only the 100% of what it costs plus 40%, so that David can get his money back. So he's going to mark this up for 100% plus 40%. So there's two different ways to think of this example. The first way is to think of P as the price, and that will be our variable. If P is the price, 100% of the price plus 40% of the price is going to give us our 140% of the price. So the first variable is P plus 0.4P. Now if we simplify that, that will easily give us our next expression, 1.4P. We know that we can add like terms. We may have learned this in the past, but we're going to explore this more in the next module. But when I have a number in front of P like 1 and a number in front of P like 0.4, I can add those two together to give me 1.4P, which makes sense. No matter what the price is, if I'm marking this up, I am reselling it for 140%, whether I'm adding the total price of the original plus 40% of the original, or I'm taking 140% of the original price. It doesn't matter. They both are equivalent. That was kind of tricky with some algebra, so let's do another. A winter coat is originally X dollars, and it is on sale for 20% off. Write two different expressions to represent the sale price. Again, we don't know what this price is, so we're just going to call it variable P. If it costs X dollars, that price is going to be 100% of the price. And I'm getting it for a discount of 20% off. So that's going to be price minus 20% of the price. And if I think of the price as being 100% minus 20% of the price, or 0.8% of the price. The next two problems are multiple choice. Hopefully they're going to be a little bit more easy to understand. Alan bought a new rugby jersey for P dollars. There's that variable P again. He's going to mark up the price by 30%. Markup means increase. To sell to his friend Jose. Which two expressions represent the markup price? Again, let's think of P as 100% of itself. We're marking it up, so we're adding 30%. 30% as a decimal is 0.3, and we're going to be taking that percent of the original price and adding it together. So one of the expressions is going to be P plus 0.3P. Do I see any letters that match this expression? I do. Letter E. If I were to simplify this expression and put an invisible 1 in front of this P, it's like I have P plus 0.3P. If I add those two together, I get 1.3P. So my two answers are P plus 30% of P, or 130% of P. Let's do one more to really make it clear. Target has a sale on boots. The price P of boots Caitlin wants was marked down 40%. Mark down means subtract. Which two expressions represent P, the sale price? Again, we don't know what P is, but we know we're going to start with P and we're marking down from P. So it's going to be P minus something. P minus what? 40% of P. Percent as a decimal is 0.4. So this is going to be 0.4 P. P minus 0.4 of P, which gives me F. That's my first expression. Now, if we put an invisible 1 in front of the P because that represents 100% of the price, this is going to be 1 minus 0.4. So I'm going to get 0.6 as my alternate expression. It's either 1P minus 0.4P or 0.6P, and that expression is letter B. So there's two expressions here. Now today was pretty tricky. We threw in some letters. Hopefully they make sense. Reach out to your teachers if you need help.